Hey, morning guys. How you doing? I'm trying a bit of Nicaragua. What we're gonna do today? Well, it's a very glum. I couldn't believe it, this morning. Yesterday I had a bit of a spring clean. I did all the patio doors and the windows. It wasn't a great day. In the afternoon, it sort of went this funny colour, the sky. And I thought, what's happening? Is it the end of the world? And then I posted something on Facebook. If you're a Facebook, go and see me on Facebook. I try and put some videos of Englishman in Malta. I'm Englishman in Malta, by the way. Link is below. About my old videos and some from the COVID days. God, way back. Steve, this is Englishman Foodie. Too right. What we're gonna do today? I found this in Lidl. It's got, remember in the old days, it's still going. We used to call corned beef, and even in Malta they called it billy beef, I think. Billy beef or bully beef. Bully beef they used to call it. Well, this is called bill beef, and it's from Italy, made in Italy, but it's bill beef. Luncheon beef. So I wonder what that is. Luncheon. It's. I think I know what it is. It's like all the leftovers. Maybe. It's got a lot of weird things in the instructions which I'll put. But what I'm going to do this video. I've got no idea what I'm going to do. I'm thinking along the lines of maybe a risotto or maybe rissoles. Like corned beef pasties or something like that. Let's open it up and we'll have a look what's inside. It might be cat food. It's got an easy opening top. I found it in Lidl and I thought, hey, that's interesting. Luncheon beef. Now it looks quite firm. Hey, would give our cat that, Steve? Send it over. Maybe so. Hey, it's quite firm. It's cat food, but I'm gonna make it into something really nice. You know what I like? I know it's not good for you. And listen, let's clear the desks a minute. Let's have a chat because I get a few comments. Very serious comments. This is not a serious channel, so go if you want to be serious. Like a lot of things I say tongue in cheek and I have a laugh, and sometimes I know how to pronounce things in Italian and things like that, but I just have a laugh and have a bit of fun with you guys, because that's what you come to watch for. Either I've noticed on YouTube, you've got to get serious or you've got to do something outrageous or have a bit of fun to try and keep the people watching. Now the people are gonna watch what's Steve gonna do with his cat food. So there's a bit on here, let's have a taste. It's not half bad. It's got a sort of sweetish, definitely corned beef. And a bit, yeah, so I got that fatty, lunchy, meaty taste. Okay, I'm not going to keep going in around. Give me a few minutes and I'll try and have a think. Something nice. We do something in Malta called pulpetti. So I'll either do that or I'll make a small pie. I think I've done that before with mashed potatoes. I found out, we learn, when we're cooking, we learn our lessons, don't we? And I did have a few comments telling me what I did wrong when I did that corned beef cottage pie, I think it was. The thing I've learned now is not to put the corned beef and cook it too much, because I melted the hell out of it in the pan and it came very, very juicy. I put it in the corned beef, then the mashed potatoes. It was a disaster, but hey, this channel is full of disasters. But this is not half bad. I wish I could get interaction now. You say, Steve, why don't you make, and you could make, and also I like it. I know it's crap food, or cat food, as well as crap food, because there's a lot of emulsifier. Why would you have a beef and you've got to put flavour enhancing into it? I'll put the, this probably I won't find it because it's from Italy and it was a Lidl product. But I was walking past and I thought, it was in the corned beef section. I thought, real beef? Then I look closer. Luncheon beef. Give me a few minutes, I'll have a think. Maybe I'll put some mashed potatoes with it and some, this is what I'm thinking now, some onions and breadcrumbs, and maybe fry it up like that. I could do one big pie, or I could do rissoles, because I was thinking about risotto, but I thought risotto might make it too much watery. This would be good on a piece of Maltese bread. Back in a minute, guys. Let's have a think. You know, I've thought about it. I just cut in now a little bit, but I'm gonna get these boiling. I'm gonna do a potato. You know how to peel a potato. I don't have to show you what I'm doing. So if I tell you I'm gonna make mash, I got plenty of those gadgets, but I still find it easier to peel it and chop it up like this. I'm just gonna make, just cube the potatoes. I don't know if you'll find this. If you've got Lidl, you're sure to find it. I find it if you put them all in. I've got the water boiling, so I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna save. Let me just dump this in now. I wasn't gonna show you this section because I thought, hey, you know, everybody knows how to do this. Hey, I'm burning my chopping board. I tell you, this is unscripted. I had no idea what to do. I bought this from Lidl as well. It's a mixture vento, Mexican something, a la Mexicana, whatever that is. It's got like anyway, have a look. It's got beans. It's got like a whole mixture of things. I'm gonna mix it in with that water as well. I'm going to boil it all together, and what I'll do probably, either I'll scoop out the potatoes, because you know what I'm in for? Save electricity, save the energy, save the blooming planet, so we can cook all that together, because there's no reason why not to. And what happens is as well, that's got a bit of a sauce in, I noticed. It's a Lidl product. It's some kind of vegetable Mexican blah blah blah. It's got corn, it's got red kidney beans, it's got peppers, it's got broad beans, you know, those runner beans. If I can find the ingredients, but they're in blooming Italian. Look, blooming Italian. Anyway, that's the first thing on the go. I got some celery. I bought some. Well, they give it you free here. You don't have to pay for it here. It's all free when you buy vegetables from the local market. Torcine, what's it called? This, it's like celery. It's not like English celery. It's got leaves and it's like a small stalk with it. Anyway, my potatoes, I'm gonna get my big chopper out. This has made all the difference, you know, since I sharpened it. Oh, look at that. I had something. Hang on, hang about, guys. Here it is. For me rubbish, because I like to be organised. So this is just an interim bit, what I was preparing, and I thought I'll prepare it, and then I'll come back to you like the other channels saying, this is what I prepared earlier. But we don't do that on this channel, eh guys? I was thinking whether to fry this first, but I don't think I will. Because polpetti, you don't fry it first. You just bung it in. And I'm trying to think, while we're talking, I'm trying to think of a bit of a twist. how to do it. So chop the onions up a bit. You can put that in with the celery. So when I do the mixture. Now I watched somebody make a rissole, the English rissole, polpetti in Maltese. And he put it in the fridge for about half an hour just to cook, sort of get together. So I might have a go at doing that. So this is my celery. Now I'm unsure whether to put an egg with it, because last time I put an egg it made it a bit sloppy. But I've got it here anyway. So celery, I've got that veg and I've got the potatoes. I'm unsure whether to make a big one, like a pie, or small rissoles. I'll think about that as I'm going along. I'm going to cut you off again for a second. So I prepared that celery, onions, and the food. I tell you something though, guys. They say that things are bad for you, taste blooming nice, and this has got... It's got a nice taste. It's a little bit sweet, but it didn't say... I tried to read the instructions. They're very, very small. It didn't say sugar in it, but I suppose tinned salt and sugar is in everything. Another comment. Steve, how do you live when you're eating all that crap food? Well, I don't always eat this food. This is for the videos. I have good food, chicken and steaks and pork, and I've got another one coming up. Not sure whether to do on this channel. I buy this pork loin. It's blooming lovely. And last time I made it in soya sauce with this mixture. I came across this mixture. Peppered steak coating. Now a lot of people, somebody said, oh, you can't use it on pork because it says steak. No, but you can use it. You can put everything on it. Even the mixtures, I just mix them all up. It says strictly beef or strictly pork or chicken or lamb, or it don't really matter. But this makes I got that sort of loin, pork loin from the butcher, and then I just wrap it with this, and it gives it a coating, like a pepper coating, like peppercorns. It was really good tasting. But this one I did, I can only have like, it's long, so if you chop it in half, you can have 2 meals out of it. It's really good. This just takes 10 minutes, but obviously you have to cook the pork. Back in a minute, guys. My potatoes are boiling, my vegetables are getting that sauce all yummy together. Onions, celery, and I'll think about something else, I'm not too sure. Might mix it all in with an egg, might make it a whole pie sort of thing and fry it a little bit, or I might make it small rissoles. Back in a minute, guys. He's happily boiling away. I think the potatoes, listen, this is completely ad lib, they say. So I'm still feathering out. Is that a word? I told you my English is not my strong subject. Feathering out how I'm going to put it together. Now I'm a bit worried about putting an egg in because last time it made it really sloppy, but I saw on YouTube somebody was making something similar and they put it in the fridge for about half an hour, so I might do that. Anyway, the vegetables and the potatoes are ready. Really, they should cool down a little bit. So let me scoop them out with a slotted spoon and you can have a look at them. Bear with me, guys. This is, and I've got another dilemma as well. Oh God, those vegetables are beautiful. Beans, corn, some other beans, little bits of carrots. I'm going to show you in a minute. Hang about. I'm going to keep that water a bit because that could make a sauce, eh? I'm not going to throw it away. Look at the fantastic sauce here, look guys. Now I'm going to try it. It's like it cooks with the sauce, so probably that's the Mexican. So maybe I've lost a bit of flavour from the vegetables. I never thought about it. But you've got to boil the vegetables, eh? That I can save it for a bit of a sauce. I'll thicken it up a bit. So there's the potatoes, the beans and the Mexican mixture. Now the dilemma was, shall I use panko breadcrumbs? This is the product we're doing at the moment. Bill beef. When I first read it, I'm a bit dyslexic because I just read it, oh, Billy beef, out of the corner of my eye. I thought, oh, that's what, I thought it was Billy beef, and it was, obviously they call it bully beef, but it's Bill beef. So it's a bit of a twist on that, maybe, I don't know. Should I use panko? Or I bought this as well, €2.19, and I thought it was breadcrumbs. It's a New York Ribozandur Estolo. I don't know where the product comes from. I bought it from that new place. But now reading the back of it, it says breading in a foreign language, but it looks like you've got to chop something, mix it with water. But I was thinking, shall I ever go at that? I haven't even looked inside it yet. It could be just like, oh yeah, it's breadcrumbs, that's all it is. That won't, mate. Oh, it's got pepper. It's got a nice smell. I think I'll use that as a breading. Now panko is a bit more, or I might throw a few panko in there just to make it a bit crunchy. So that's ready. I boiled that. Now I got that bit of a problem with the pan because the pan is good on that side and I can't put the camera around here. But anyway, let's make, it's cooled down a bit now. Let's make the mixture. Potatoes are boiled like you would do mashed potatoes. And they're very soft. I'm gonna mix it with that. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again, cooking the corned beef, because I think it releases all the fat. That's what happened to that cottage pie. The corned beef cottage pie. I'm thinking I did a little bit thing as well. I got to put the Mediterranean touch in there. I did a little bit of a Mediterranean salad. I didn't put any capers in because that's plenty salt enough. Some olives, beautiful cherry tomatoes I got yesterday from the veg store, and some garlic. This I'm going to leave it a little bit the texture, with a bit of texture in it. Let's bung that in there. I might have to change the pan because this is a fluid recipe. Things are changing every minute. We're having a laugh anyway, guys, eh? So there's the corned beef luncheon meat. Some would call it cat food, but there again, some people could be wrong. Ooh, quite a big mixture here of stuff. Celery stalks, really that they are. They're a bit smaller than UK ones. Let's put that in. Hang on. Yeah, hang on for the kitchen sink. That's coming in as well. Kitchen sink later, guys. I want to try and keep that sort of texture so it's not too minced and mashed up. But ooh. Nice. Bit of onion. How about these, guys? I got these from my sister-in-law. She was gonna throw them out. Martez. Hello, Martez. I don't think she watches the channel. She's too busy. Now, should I leave the olives whole, or I might halve them? Steve, how can you chop olives up now they're in that pan? Where there's ways, there's means, guys. Isn't that what they say? I don't know where I get these sayings from sometimes, but that little bugger doesn't want to be chopped. So there's my little bit of a Mediterranean salad. Onions have gone in as well. I didn't put any capers in because that's quite salty. Well, I tell you, it's a lovely smell. But what does it need? Shall we put a bit of an Italian twist on it? Let's have a little bit of a taste, see what it tastes like. We've got onions, celery, all sorts of beans, carrots. No, that's really nice. I think you could do with a few herbs. I picked these up from the supermarket, mixed Italian herbs, and a few chili. Obviously, you can mess about with this recipe. Don't do exactly. It's your recipe, guys. If you don't like tomatoes, leave it out. If you rather put mushrooms in, how about that? Some mushrooms. So there's the basic recipe. Should I chill it? Yeah, it's very hot. Yeah, I'm really tossed whether to put an egg in there. Should I put an egg to bind it a little bit? You know, I think I will. I messed my hands up now. I had an egg somewhere. Oh yeah, let's put an egg in there. Now a lot of people say don't crack the egg right into the food. But I like to be on the wild side. Nah, it's alright. Because obviously you can have a bad egg, eh? Not all eggs are good eggs. Now what I'm gonna do is bung this in the fridge half an hour. Let it firm up a bit. Then I'm gonna mix it with breadcrumbs, a few panko to give it that crunch. Because these look a bit fine. I saw this, it's got New York. So it's got, I'm a glutton. You like this guy's walking around. It's got a nice taste. It's got like a Kentucky fried. Probably that's what it is. You mix it with the chicken or something like that. But we're doing rissoles or polpetti if you're from Malta. Well, that texture I tried to keep has gone. I thought, shall I keep a bit of a texture? Hang on, let's have a coffee, because that was a disaster. I think the potatoes were. We've got some weird potatoes here. Either they're like too hard. Even if you boil them 20 minutes, you put them in the casserole for 40 minutes, they're still a bit hard. Or complete reverse, they melt in like, it was only 15 minutes. Look at that, guys. Anyway, half an hour, I'll be back to you. I might put a Englishman in Malta video, a lovely little video from where? This is my island in the sun. Anyway, we're going up Fort Manuel. Oh, there's that guy. I wonder if he's still on it. Forgot his name now. What's his name, Joey? Because they're all Joey and Maria here. No, it's changing now. In the old days, you could get to the top of Valletta and shout down, Joey, Maria. Half of them would turn around. So here's the fort. I thought you'd be closed. Impressive until they finish. If they finish this area into a touristy area and open it all up into a green area. How impressive, eh, guys? What a view. I can just do a 360. Let's do it now. The Point, Slima, Manuel Island Fort. Valletta. And the walls there, look. How are you back, guys? It's been about half an hour and the texture, I know, let's see what it is. Now this, what I've found with this, because I'm no chef, I make mistakes, we all make mistakes, and things get a bit sloppy, but this doesn't seem too bad. Now if you have a sloppy encounter, put some flour in it. That's all you have to do. I should have done it on the last video. I know, Steve, you can't tell us things you don't do. I still have it in my mind because I remember, you know what I like to do? I'm doing this video, it's not planned. This one is even more not planned, and that cottage pie wasn't planned. And when I was cooking it up, the video is running. I'm thinking, what the bloody hell's happened to me corned beef? And that was the problem, because I cooked the corned beef again. That nearly went on the floor then. Anyway, that's not too bad. I don't know if it could be a little bit thicker. It's good. Hey, look, it's going to make... Now the dilemma was, oh, hang on. I know you're going to be mad with me. I made an executive decision. What did you do, Steve? Hang on, I'm just seeing... You know that sauce from the vegetables? I've been cooking it down a bit. The vegetable water. Because my old mum, we used to drink the cabbage water. Remember in the old days? Anyway, I'm going to move that there. Let me just... The executive decision, Steve. I'm not going to cook everything in the big pan because it's so awkward with the camera. Because I'm going to move you around a little bit now. I'm going to cook in the small pan. Maybe 2. Because if I put more than 2 on that small pan, they're so hard to turn over. So what I'm going to do is wait, and then I've got the pan still here. I'll cook them off and freeze them. That's what I'll do. Today we're doing, I just noticed this, the cowboy. I needed to put my hat on with the cows around me in the open fire, cooking the bill beef. Anyway, what we're gonna do, we've got this New York breading. It looked like breadcrumbs, but it's got all sorts of things in it. I'll have to try and decipher the ingredients because it's not in Italian. It's in some kind of weird language from another part of... Oh, panko, I know. Panko is really good. Look, have a look. Sorry, I went to grab you and you twisted round a bit then. Put some panko in because that's really crunchy. So we got New York breadcrumbs and panko, and I'm gonna do, I noticed this guy is a backyard chef. He comes up with, he gives me some great ideas. Well, we nick off everybody, eh guys? He does a lot of local, well, let me take that off because it's burning a bit. A lot of local Irish cakes and all this Scottish stuff, and I might nick a few of their recipes off him. So anyway, blah blah blah. We got the pan. I'm gonna have to put the pan on because it was burning a little bit. Here's one we did earlier. You won't get that on this channel. So we get this, it's quite good. Mix it in the breadcrumbs, like a bit of maybe a tennis ball. This is how I do it anyway. There is another way. You dip it in the egg or the flour and then you put it in the breadcrumbs. But I noticed this guy, when he was actually mixing it, he mixed the breadcrumbs inside the rissole. So you've got not only breadcrumbs on the outside, you've got them on the inside as well. There it is, guys. Let's put it in the pan. I can do 2, I think. There's the other one. Little bit. I do them a little bit bigger. You can do it any size you want. A bit bigger than the... And I push the breadcrumbs inside it. I've seen what he does, this guy. It's a bit messy, I know. There's something about keeping one hand clean and one hand dirty, but I can't be bothered. He's cooking away nicely. There it is. And what I'll do is I'll flatten it down a little bit when it's on the pan. I'm going to do just 2. I've got the sauce cooking down a little bit. Let me wipe my hands. Then I'll turn you over that way and I'll show you what I'm doing. I can't put you in the usual position. because I've been using that pan on the back there. Can you see that, guys? Are you in view? Are you using that hob there? So here it is, look. I think they could have been slightly firmer, a bit more flour, because I'm a bit worried, but I'm going to cook it a bit anyway. See what happens. If I turn it over, it's going to be a disaster. Then I'll have to go on. This is one we did earlier. Yeah, it needs a bit more. Because I was going to... This is a tense moment in Englishman foodies history. Will his rissoles break apart? They're cooking nice though. I think it could do with a bit higher. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna get a thinner, because I'm worried. The blooming thing. Hey, it's all pressure here, guys. I retired to have an easy life. Yeah, it's like a bit... I'm gonna cook it a bit more. Back in a few minutes, guys. I'm gonna just let it cook, so the bottom gets a bit cooked. Hopefully it doesn't turn over and it doesn't break apart. I think they're cooking though, so I've got to turn them over. I've got to take the risk. And it's not very good. I think it's gonna be... Oh yeah, it's broke apart a little bit. I think the moral of the story should have been a bit... not too bad, eh? Just a little bit too wet, maybe. Let's leave it for... I'm too eager, guys. I'm too eager to cook it. I should have left it a bit more, I think. Or maybe that texture I tried to get to... It's too much. It should have been more together. Hey, try and error, guys. Hey, my sauce is cooking down. You know that sauce I had with the vegetables? I got it here. It's thickened up nicely. It's a Mexican mixture. Let's put that on. It's a Mexican mixture of vegetables, and it's like you cook it in a sauce, so you don't put too much heat with it. Or last time I cooked them, I just put them in the oven and sort of the water from the frozen, that cooked them and they came lovely. The flavour is more intense, and that's the problem. If you boil them, you lose that sort of sauce around them. This wasn't too bad. This one broke apart a little bit, but it's still holding together. Hold on, lads. You'll be all right. Trials and tribulations. We've got a bit of a casualty. Well, I stuck him together. I don't have the right... I've got that sort of Evo stick, but he's a bit... What do you do when you have a What do you do when you have these trials in life? And yeah, might as well, eh? Might as well have some plonk. Oh, I went on a Tuscany wine tour. It's bloody lovely. The only problem is I'm going to write to Mr. Chianti. When you take the cork out, does it ever happen to you? How the blooming hell do you get back in again? But I bought one of these. They're quite good. It seals it, so none of those aromatic flavours come out of it. A bottle of Chianti, it does wonders. Now today we're doing bill beef, luncheon meat, corned beef. We're eating it cowboy style. We should be outside, but it's been raining. It's May and it's blooming raining in Malta. What's happening to this world? Anyway, a small casualty. I'm going to switch you off now while I put it on the plate. Now, oh, even the other ones I think is a bit... What did I do wrong? What the blooming hell's... It's not too bad, that one. It's a little bit delicate, but the other one, oh, the glue worked on the other one. I think either the texture was a bit too... Have a look, guys. I think the texture was a bit sloppy. And I've got this sauce from the vegetable water, and it's thickened up lovely. It's got a few bits and pieces in there. We'll put a little dab on, because that's got a fantastic, it's got like a Mexican flavour. Let's give it the review, the taste test. So, cowboy risottos. Crunchy already, I can feel it on my fork. It is a little bit of a, it doesn't even want to stay on the fork. You little rascal, you. What do you think, guys? What did I do wrong? Well, blooming nothing. God, they taste lovely. That flavour of those vegetables, it comes through. Italian seasoning, little bit of chilli, not too much. You can wipe that out if you're not interested, if it's too spicy for you. But normally, just a touch of chilli gives it like a bit of an oaky taste. Hey, that sauce is nice. It's thickened up. Now, are we going to call them cowboy risotto? What's it called? Cowboy... Oh, I can't even think of the name. Rissoles. Is there another name for that? Because I don't remember us calling these rissoles. Corned beef cakes or something like that. In Birmingham, I don't think we call them rissoles, because the name doesn't... It's just what I saw on YouTube. Here in Malta, we call them polpetti. It's an easier word for me. Rissoles. For some reason, risotto wants to come into my brain. Now, there's some reason why they don't want to hold together. Didn't I put enough egg in? Did I make a mistake in putting an egg in? Did I chill it too? Not enough? Are the pieces too big? Tell me in the comments. You don't offend me by telling me. Be respectful. Bear in mind, tongue-in-cheek videos, so we're having a laugh. Nothing serious here, guys. I'm not a cook. I'm not a chef. I'm just a bloke having fun. And this was all ad-lib. I didn't even know what I'm going to find in there. Blooming cat food from Lidl. Made in Italy. Well done, Billy Beef. Maybe I tried to cram too much stuff in there. Because the vegetables are a bit biggish. And the onions. Should I make it a little bit smaller? Tell me in the comments. Or would you have done something completely different? I'm always interested in what you... Don't forget to subscribe. Really helps. Like. There's the bell there, the icon. You can click it to have all the notifications, because I might start doing a few lives on... I did one just to test it out. Now I've passed the criteria. YouTube has accepted me into the family. Anyway, it turned out okay. Maybe a little bit of a casualty. Few maybes. Nothing but a bottle of Chianti won't help. I love this taste. I don't know. Steve, you're in Malta. Why are you drinking Italian wine? I took a photograph. I was eating something on my Facebook. Go and see my Facebook. There's a lot of videos coming up. And I'll tell you a lot of different things. And we have a laugh there as well. And I'll stop somewhere in Hamroon. And it was an Italian place, and it got this I forget, Italian beer. And someone said to me, you shouldn't be drinking Italian beer, you should be drinking Maltese. I can drink what I blooming like. Bye guys, it was good taste, sauce was good, Everything good about it. Maybe it should have been a little bit firmer, but am I being too critical of myself? Who cares?